Previously on Have Faith.
It's gonna be chummies, right?
I think that's the only viable option.
As we can see, guys, that's not what I came here for.
As I walk into the door, it was very awkward.
I feel like leaving. That's why I always felt like we're selfish.
Let's hear it.
I'm gay.
We are accompanying Faith because she's hosting at Rockets. So she just wanted us to come with her because I guess she didn't want to be alone or whatever.
I'm asking myself, I'm like, what is this stock phase that's going on? Because how we're all chilling, it's a vibe. Next thing you know, Andy and Setu call Faith to the side.
We're pulling Faith aside because we just wanted to ask her a question. So we both want to know, do you actually consider us as your friends, or are we just Kim's people?
That you tolerate. Oh my God. Specific. It's too cold for this. No! I don't tolerate you guys, but I don't really consider you guys as my friends. I say that you're Kim's friends.
Her saying we're not friends was like a mutual thing.
Yeah. That's just the truth. We hang out when Kim is around, so it's not like a hidden secret, you know what I mean?
We both just wanted to know because sometimes I'm placed in a situation where people are going to be like, what's Faith to you? And then I'm like, and people are going to be like, okay, so what's such a simple question?
Such a simple question answer. Yeah. Also, we don't want to go around claiming her.
I'm not going to be like, she's not my friend, and I don't want to be like, she is my friend.
So we just wanted
needed the confirmation. So at least now I can have an answer.
Yeah, I get, with me, I feel like friendships take time. Yeah. You know what I mean? I feel like there's a lot of friends that Kim were friends with, and then I became closer with, vice versa. But I think that's just with time. Yeah.
Understandable.
Okay, let's go back to drinking. I'm done, please.
Today, I'm going to Faith's house to check up on her and to tell her what I'm about to do.
Okay, no, sir.
What's going on?
I am here to tell Faith that I'm going to go to my mom and tell my mom about the accident that happened when I was young.
No, those were shame, those were fun.
They were so fun.
No stress in life whatsoever.
Yeah, except for guys taking advantage of us.
Yeah. I don't know, I think maybe that's why I get angry and that's why I like hitting men.
Remember my story, my rape story. Remember I lied to my mom and I said I'm going to sleep at Tulu Fellow's place. That time I was still friends with Tulu, my high school friend and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I went to this boyfriend of mine that used to go to school with me. So Sahamba, yes, I was 16, okay, sharp. And then we're like, okay, let's go back home. Going back home, he gives me his jacket. Okay, I'm wearing his jacket, Satanana Nandi. On our way back to his house, a car with 4 guys. It stops. They got out of the car and they were like, hey, Futek. It happened so fast. He tried fighting them. They just, because he's a little boy, they just beat him up. And then the other 2 took me at the back. I sat in the middle.
In the middle of the guys?
Yeah, and the other one had a gun. The one who was driving, he had a gun. And then the other one was sitting in front.
And how old were you again?
I was probably 17, 16. They drove me to the cemetery. And then when they drove me there, This other one was like, okay, take off your clothes. I was like, no, please, don't rape me. He was like, no, take off your clothes. Then he took his gun. Then he's like, take off your clothes. I didn't, you see? And then they just took my clothes off. And then the other two held me like standing, like held me like this. And then he took off his clothes and he raped me. The car was busy going further and further from where we were. I got out of the car, Zala, I ran. I just stood in the middle of the road and then I stopped some like I even remember the car, it's like an X5, a silver. And then it stopped. It's a guy with glasses. And then I was like, please help me. He's like, get in the car. And then he's like, oh my God, what's wrong? I'm like, yo, I just got raped. Like, I'll tell you, just go. This person's got a gun. I'm telling him to please take me home. He stopped into like a park. And then he started touching me. Then I was like, are you serious right now? I just got raped. He got annoyed. Then he just held me. He also raped me. What right? That he took me to thingy. We drove. And then when we drove, yes, as soon as he got into those robots, I didn't even wait for a car to stop. I just opened up the door and I fell. And I ran.
I'm so sorry, but I think, you know what, for closure and for your sake, I really feel like for your sanity, you should tell your mom. So today I am meeting up with Lindsay. I'm meeting up with her so that we can dance up a storm.
Take your hands out.
Oh my goodness. This requires balance. You gotta breathe in. Oh my God.
I haven't been active in the longest time, and cardio and weightlifting is two different kind of activities.
Let's go. Let me see it. 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom, boom. Freaky, hey, ta-ta. There you go. That's good. Gives it more.
Dancing is just so nice because you just free yourself.
Today I'm arriving at home to talk to my mom, and I get there and there's load shedding as always.
I need to say something.
I must give him 1 week and he's gonna figure it out. But you know it's not gonna be
1 week. Hey, yeah.
My mom doesn't think Sabelo wants to change. We've lost so much hope in him. Okay, so mama. Yeah, angazi ukuthi uzoyithatha kanjani lento le. Kodwa angazi noma uzokukhumbula or ngeke. Angazi or ngikutshele or ngingakutsheli. I have mixed emotions. I'm nervous and I'm anxious, I'm scared. I don't know how she's gonna take it. Ngiyengaya some boy besijola nje lapha eTulip naye. And then Ezola North ngakini ne. And then sesaye partying ebusuku at 16 and kwafika abantu basibamba inkunzi and then bangithatha and then one of them raped me. But I never told anyone. It was, I'm sure being from grade 10 at Tulip. I think the line cut is about to fail.
Yeah.
I've never seen my mom so broken. Like, there's so many situations that have happened. People have died in the family. Like, she's never been so heartbroken to a point where she even cried.
My heart is heavy.
For her to walk away and tell me that her heart is heavy, it kind of like really hurt me. That, oh, why did I do this to her? She's probably wondering, what else am I not telling her? I went to her and we talked about it. I kind of felt relieved that I actually told her.
Okay, I'm gonna go lunch.
Susan. Okay. Yo.
If somebody goes through what I went through now, I would advise them to talk about it. They should get help. And if they do know those people who did that to them, justice must be served.
Okay, Mama. Let me go, okay?
I apologize
ngokutshela indodana yami ukuthi ayibe indoda.
for laughing at the sexist joke,
For saying you are too emotional at work.
For saying that it's a woman's job
to wash the dishes,
look after the kids,
cook the food,
I apologize.
for not calling out my boys,
Brothers, uncles,
my father,
for saying stupid,
for sharing that video,
for shaming you,
I apologize.
for telling you to be flattered when you were catcalled, for looking away when he called you,
For pretending not to hear through the wall when his fist hit your face.
for leaving you with him,
even though I knew you were drunk.
For leaving you with him, even though I knew you were drunk.
I apologize for thinking I'm entitled to your body,
For touching you without permission.
for telling you what to wear,
for telling you what not to wear, for assuming you wanted it,
For the kanga.
Ngiyaxolisa.
for not believing in you,
For kukujaja, for doing nothing. I commit to being better.
what do you commit to? What do you commit to?
What do you commit to?
Stop the violence.